Hi there, welcome to Kaizo. I'll be giving an after-purchase guide of how to use our tool, as well as a product overview for our MX Bikes cheat. After purchasing, you will receive a link to download our loader, as well as a key to redeem your cheat. Starting off, let's open up the Kaizo loader. Since it's our first time here, we need to register an account. We can choose our username, a password, and finally our key for MX Bikes. After registering, we can now log in with our credentials. Once we've logged in, we will be greeted by our Kaizo dashboard, which will show things like last update, game status, patch notes, etc. We can also redeem new keys, which, if for the same game, will extend our current subscription. Now we're ready to inject. Firstly, make sure that MX Bikes is already open, then press the Inject button. After the process has been completed, we can go in-game and press the Insert key to open the Kaizo menu. Let's jump in-game to showcase the features of Kaizo. So that we're here, let's talk about the changes to bike physics. On the left tab, you can see that we have multiple categories, so we'll quickly go through each category and show some features. Keep in mind that this isn't the final feature list, and we will constantly be adding more features. I'd also like to mention that every feature in the Kaizo menu bypasses the game's anti-cheat, so racing online is no problem. Currently on the Engine tab, we have two features, inertia and braking RPM. Changing the inertia can greatly increase power and improve your lap times. Though this page is small, it's very powerful, and we will add more features too in the future. Next, we have the Chassis tab, which is responsible for changing all things related to chassis, such as the mass, stiffness on both front and rear, and a bunch of steering options. Our Transmission tab also has some very powerful features, the main one being driveline efficiency, which combined with engine inertia can be a race-winning combo. But there are other features too, such as shift timing and clutch torque. For tires, we currently have wheel friction, which can be a major benefit in races. We will have a lot more tire options soon, but this starts as a good base. We also have the ability to save and load configs, so depending on if you want to play legit, slightly cheat, or full-on rage cheat, you can easily switch between configs depending on your needs. The config also works by being bike-specific, meaning that each bike has its own configs. That way, two configs from different bikes never overlap values. On our Network tab, we have the ability to crash the server and stall the network. Though, since these features are quite toxic, we may end up making these features whitelisted only. Our Spoofer tab is really interesting. Here we can change our GUID to be able to play anonymously. Server hosters will see your changed GUID instead of your real one. Now onto our MISC tab, which has quite a few options. Starting with Lean Help, we can quickly change which setting we're at, as well as bringing back the Lean Help 0 cheat, which, like all our other features, bypasses the anti-cheat. Next, we have some options such as disabling trackside collisions, disabling the ability for your rider to fall off the bike, and removing the need for tear-offs. We can also allow bike resetting while driving and change the speed at which that occurs. Though this next feature might not be useful, we have a checkpoint loader and saver, which will save and load your bike's position. Another really cool feature we have is the Wheelie Helper. Whether you're wanting to get some bike life clips or save yourself from looping out during a race, this feature is extremely useful. Going over the maximum angle is what will start the Wheelie Helper, as well as the speed taken to reach that angle. I've provided a default starting point, but feel free to adjust these for your needs. Once the Wheelie Helper is in use, throttle use dictates how much throttle should be kept during this phase. 0 is no throttle, and 1 is full throttle. Similarly, brake usage conveys the same usage. If you need the bike to come back down immediately, using 0 and 1 for these is the right choice. Next, we have some camera options, the first ones being for first person, as well as camera shake if you're on the static onboard camera. We also have some for third person, which you can see here. Going into settings, we have the option to hide the game from getting captured, like in Discord screen sharing or streaming. We will be adding an option to hide the cheat menu from streaming as well in the future. Similar to the bike configs, we also have menu configs, which will save every option from our network tabs, spoofer, MISC options, and settings. It basically saves every feature besides the bike physics. That's the run-through of our menu. Like I've said earlier, we will constantly be adding more features and keeping the game updated. If you're interested in joining Kaizo, please visit our website, which will be linked in the description. Happy cheating!